Welcome back, everybody, to FemmeTarot. I'm Natalie, your international psychic medium. And before we start, just a reminder, please give this video a thumbs up, a like, and if you're new here, hello and welcome to the most beautiful and soulful community on YouTube. You may want to subscribe because there's so much content that I roll out, different types of content. Also, this is the most soulful community on YouTube, so we want to welcome you aboard. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it because we do have Saturn that's gone retrograde. Yes, I'm a bit late recording this video. Apologies, but here we are now. So, what we have is Saturn being retrograde. What does that mean? We're going to be looking at all the signs as well. I'm going to be doing mini readings for all the signs. So, hang in there. If you don't want to hear, if you want to skip the intro, then I have added the timestamp so you can go straight on and watch or listen to your reading. Now, on June 29th, Saturn, the planet associated with karma, discipline, responsibility, he is the master teacher of them all. And he is a very slow moving planet too, has gone retrograde. He will remain in this retrograde energy and this retrograde movement, which means that the planet slows down. Basically, the energy of that planet slows down. That's what retrograde means. This event will last until November the 4th, and it will significantly influence various aspects of our lives. And we'll get into it in a minute. So it is very important to understand this period as it can help you navigate its challenges and also harness the opportunities that it's bringing. Yes, not everything is doom and gloom, as doomy as it sounds. We can all really take advantage of the energies and of the things that are happening around us to make it work for us. Now, the overall energy when Saturn is retrograde, which we're in it right now, it's a time of introspection and reevaluation. It's really very much about realigning, not just your thought process, but realigning what is happening in your mind, ideas, thoughts, plans, and realigning them according to what is happening at the moment. So unlike Mercury going retrograde, which often disrupts communication, technology, travel, all of that, Saturn retrograde focuses on the structures and systems in our lives. That's very important to remember. It is a period to review our responsibilities, commitments, and the overall direction we're heading. Yes, this next 3-4 months are going to be, they're going to feel chaotic. They're going to feel quite heavy. But remember, this is because we're all meant to sort of regroup and review what needs changing. This retrograde also urges us to confront areas where we might be cutting corners, for instance, or avoiding hard work. And it does encourage us to build a more solid foundation for the future. It might also affect relationships. So if you're in a relationship on the precipice of, let's say, a divorce, or you're unsure as to where a relationship is heading, well, right now, for the next few months, Saturn is going to show you the way. And if it doesn't show you the way, it's definitely going to nudge you or push you towards the right direction. When it comes to careers and ambitions, in the professional realm, Saturn retrograde really asks for us to go through a thorough reassessment of our careers and goals and achievements. You may also find yourself questioning whether your current path aligns with your long-term aspirations. Is this what you really want to do for the next 10, 20, 30 years? Is there something else that you should be doing which is more connected to your core, to your beliefs, to who you are? Obstacles or delays in your projects are common during this period, so do expect that. But they do serve as reminders to reinforce your strategies and plans. So don't forget that. It's the time to focus on improving skills, restructuring workflows, and just ensuring that your career moves are sustainable. And as I said previously, is it really what you want? Is this who you are? We evolve as human beings. We change. Our needs and our wants change. So let's say if you followed a career that you really wanted since you were little or for a long time, and you find yourself right now feeling that you don't feel connected to what you do, or you don't feel fulfilled, or that something's missing, or you feel unhappy overall, well, that means that you really have to reassess what your next moves are going to be. What are your long-term and short-term goals? That includes financial planning. Financially, this period is ideal for reevaluating your financial strategies and long-term plans. You may even want to reinvest, change your strategy when it comes to your investments. It also could be a period where you might be considering of moving, selling a home, or buying a home. You might have to readjust your budget around buying a home, or even having to reassess the price that you sell your home at. Saturn retrograde is not the best time in general for taking financial risk or making impulsive purchases. So wait till after the 4th of November to try something new if it comes to investments, or just overall, if you want to change banks, for instance, or anything around the financial aspect in your life. Just don't make spontaneous decisions. Either wait or think things through. Also, assess your spending habits, cut unnecessary expenses at this time, and plan for future financial stability. It might seem that it's harder during this period to do that, but it's very important for you to be prepared and to have a plan. You need a plan A and a plan B. This is also a time to fortify your financial foundations and plans for the long haul. Basically, this is a period where you're planning long-term, short-term, but mostly long-term. And this is the time and the period where you start strategizing and start building on those plans. You're starting to materialize those plans. Again, do not be in a hurry, okay? Wait until after the 4th of November if you want to see certain results, or if you want to kickstart, even with businesses. If, let's say, you want to launch a new business, you're an entrepreneur. Again, this is a time for planning, readjusting, reassessing, and then after the 4th or 5th of November is the time where you can take action. Relationships. Saturn retrograde also impacts relationships, as I mentioned earlier, bringing a focus on commitment and long-term stability. This period may highlight unresolved issues or tensions in your relationship, in your existing relationship. So if there are issues, those are going to be amplified during this period. But it also may be a period where there is that calm before the storm, because it is basically this energy is helping you or giving you the space to make decisions, concrete decisions around your relationships or relationship. It's also a time to deepen your commitment. So if you're in a new relationship, for instance, this is the time where you can actually commit fully commit. It could be a time where you want to, again, solidify a relationship, getting engaged, getting married, moving in with your partner as well. Just generally, whether it's romantic, familial, or it's a friendship, this is a period to build stronger and more reliable connections, or even cut connections. Cut them out completely. If you feel, and you've been feeling for a long time, that this relationship is hitting a dead end or a wall, then now's the time to actually start taking action, or at least, if you're not taking action, at least have a plan as to what you're going to do. On a personal level, Saturn retrograde is an opportunity for significant inner work. Reflect on your personal responsibilities, habits, and self discipline. It is really a time to break down and rebuild any weak structures in your life, and just generally just taking care of yourself. If you are going through something at the moment, if you're very stressed, if you're depressed, if there's some kind of mental health issue there, this is a great time to seek guidance, to seek help from a professional. Just embrace this introspective energy to develop better habits overall, to improve self discipline. That's what Saturn is all about. Saturn is very much the disciplinarian. So we have to go with the flow, and we not against the grain or against the flow. When we go with the flow and with this Saturn energy, things are going to work out for us much, much easier and much better. But if we go against it, Saturn is not just going to, slap us on the wrist. We're going to feel it from Saturn, because Saturn doesn't like that. Final thoughts before we get to the zodiac readings. While Saturn is retrograde, it can present challenges and delays, just like when Mercury is retrograde, but it also offers valuable lessons. Unfortunately, with Mercury, when Mercury is retrograde, we don't get any lessons. We just feel frustrated during those 3 weeks that Mercury is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde for a longer period of time. So it's all about reassessing ourselves, our strategies, and strengthening the foundations of our life, strengthening or restructure parts of our life that no longer serve us. By embracing this disciplined and introspective energy, and disciplined is the key word here, you can emerge from this period with a clearer vision and more solid plan for the future, and with a lot of big changes happening around you. No one likes change, or very few people like change, but change is always good. Even if at first it feels like someone's ripping a band-aid off of a very, very hairy arm, for instance. Yeah, it might, change does bring, it does make people, it can make us feel uncomfortable. But on the other hand, during this period, you can control what that change can be after Saturn stations and goes direct. So we will look into the zodiacs as well. All right, so let's start reading the zodiac signs. So just a reminder before we start, these are general readings. Take them as you will, take them as they resonate, and do check your rising. I'd rather, for this specific reading, it's much better, and I'd rather you checked your rising and not your sun or your moon, okay, for Saturn. Also, if you're a little bit more comfortable with astrology, go and check. You can go to astroseek.com and check your transits there, and check where is Saturn transiting at the moment. Saturn is in Pisces, but in which house? Which house is Saturn going to affect most? And then also AstroSeek does give you a little paragraph or a little guidance as to what that means. All right, we start with Aries, of course, being the first sign of the zodiac. So let's have a look and see how. Okay, I had a jumper card, which is the Nine of Wands. I'll get to that in a minute. So we want to see how Saturn retrograde, or how the next few months are going to feel like, what it is that you will need to focus on or work on or realign and reassess and realign. This is for Aries. This is a general reading. Don't forget that. Take it as you will and as it resonates. Okay, I have two cards here. All right, thank you. So we start off with the Nine of Wands. So this just shows me that this is more of an introspective period for Aries and a more introverted period as well. Aries are not introverted by nature. We know that. But what I mean by introverted for you, dear Aries, is that you're going to be a lot more protective and a lot more mysterious, if you will, with your plans, your thought process, with your feelings. It feels to me that you're going to keep all that to yourself. This is a period where you're going to be trying to figure things out. This is a time for spring cleaning, tidying up loose ends. So this is what it feels like for the next few months until November, dear Aries. I also, though, have the Nine of Cups here, that it seems that this energy, this Saturn being retrograde, actually works out for you. So remember that during the intro, and I said it's going to feel like ripping off a band-aid off of a very, very hairy arm, for instance. But for you, Aries, it's going to feel a lot lighter. The changes, the plans you're going to, or you're about to make, or you've already started making, okay, they're going to seem like a breeze to you. Why? It's because you already know that these changes are imminent and that they have to be done, and you're so ready for it, Aries. You're so ready. Ten of Pentacles as well. This also indicates to me the ending of a chapter in your, I don't know why I'm holding the cards like this. It's just, yeah. What I'm seeing, what I'm feeling here, this is going to be during this period, a chapter is ending, a chapter, a professional chapter. Either you are leaving a job, or you're changing careers, or overall you've decided to just take a break from working. Maybe you just want to take a little sabbatical. All right. But a big chapter, which is called career, professional life, work, is coming to an end for some of you, Aries. Some of you probably watching this, because a lot of the messages that come through can also be very specific to one of you watching this video right now, or any of my readings. So I like this energy. So I see that, Aries, you're ready for these changes. You've been ready for a while. You are ruled by Mars, so you're very much action oriented. And there is going to be a lot of action happening in the next few months. Some are going to be great. Some are going to be a little bit more painful, but you're ready for it. And what I see is the other end, or the other end of the rainbow, basically. I do see you coming out of it very much relieved and very much lighter. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the word lighter. This period is going to feel heavy, yes, but after Saturn goes direct again, you're going to feel so much lighter and so much more satisfied with your decisions and the actions that you've taken during that period. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Aries. What's the message from angels, from spirit? One card for Aries, please. A little ASMR with a card for anyone who likes the sound. Those were too many in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. Exactly what I said. This period is going to be a lot more smoother for you, for Aries, than most of the other signs of the zodiac. in the flow. You're in the flow. So you're going with the flow of this retrograde season, Saturn retrograde season, instead of against it, and it's working out for you. It's working out for you, and it will continue working out for you. So this is a great reading for you, Aries. All right, Tauruses, it's your turn now. Let's see what the energy is going to be like during this period, this retrograde period, and what it brings for you. All right, let's see. I want 3 cards, please. All right. Okay, Tauruses. I see changes in the family dynamic or in the family as well. Let me just pull. Okay, I've got my 3 cards here. Thank you. So I have the Empress here. The Empress is about self-love. It's really about self-healing as well. But I also feel that some of you Tauruses, your attention, your focus, I'm sorry if this is not focusing, but your attention, your focus is also going to be in the family. I feel it's going to be more, you're going to be focusing on the family, not necessarily because something is happening in the family, but maybe because there are certain things in your family that need your attention, and that you need to pay attention to really put your energy and attention into it. It could be a partner, it could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be a sibling. Okay. But I also see that a lot of you are going to be doing a lot of, as I said, a lot of work, inner work, spiritual work, working on your body, on your health, just making sure that everything is going smoothly and working just fine, especially when it comes to health and your physical state as well. Yes, it's going to be a busy period, a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to deal with. It's also a great period, a great creative period. Tauruses are notoriously creative. Okay. I mean, the best architects, for instance, or designers in the world are Tauruses, just so you know. All right. And so you're very tactile, you're very about the aesthetics, you're ruled by Venus, just like Libra. So the aesthetic part of things, the beauty, you can see beauty in everything. And I see that this energy, this creativity is going to be flowing through you the next few months. All right, maybe you can even create something new, redecorate your home, some kind of change. Even I'm hearing and seeing even like your wardrobe, or just getting rid of a lot of clutter, a lot of things that you've accumulated throughout the years, and just overall creating a more beautiful, more peaceful space around you. It's not just the focus is going to be on you, it's also going to be in your home, in your space, and just overall making some changes. I have the death card here. So don't worry. I know a lot of people, when they see the death card, they freak out. So no, this is not the bad card. Okay. The death card is actually a very welcoming card. It's a card where it pretty much predicts or warns us about a big change that's coming. Okay. A big change that is coming to help us, to serve us. Again, we don't like changes. We don't welcome them, especially changes that are beyond our control. But yeah, this is going to be beyond your control, but this is going to be, I hope at least you welcome this change with this death card. It's going to happen. So go with it, accept it, and try to understand why this is happening. How can you benefit from that? How will you benefit from that change? So yes, big changes are coming. Okay, they seem slow. I feel the energy around Tauruses. Yeah, Tauruses do tend to be a little bit more like, they take things slower. They take their time, or you take your time, Tauruses. And I do feel that this change that talking about. It's not going to happen just like that overnight, you know. It's going to happen. If you haven't seen it unfold or happen, or if you don't feel the energy changing, you'll have the time to um adapt to this new reality, if you will. In the meantime, the focus is on you, on your health, on your mental health, home, family, and you really should put your focus on these things for the next few months at least. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card. What's the message for Tauruses? This one. Well, this one wanted to come to pop out. Begin now. Take your first step. Take your first step for self-love, healing, um, becoming a little bit more spiritual. If you're not that spiritual, start meditating, start connecting to your guides, connect to God, connect to the source, whatever it is that you believe in. But being a little bit more connected to the energies around you and the collective energy overall. That's what they're saying with this card. Take your first step. All right, Geminis, it's your turn. Let's have a look and see what Saturn brings for you and how the energies are going to change and work with you or not in the next few months. So, Geminis, please. Okay. Ooh. All right. All these cards. So, very chatty. The cards are very chatty. And so are you, Geminis. All right, chatty Geminis. Whoa, okay. The affection, the attention is going to be on work. I see a lot of work. I do feel that you're overwhelmed, and you will be overwhelmed. King of Wands, but you wanting to be the boss, or you wanting to take a promotion. So what I see that what Saturn is going to do for you, basically, it's two things regarding work and career. It's either going to really elevate you, where to the point where people start noticing the hard work that you put in and how professional you are, how skilled, how good you are, etc., all your qualities and qualifications. And I do see some kind of wrong card, some kind of like promotion, raise, bonus, something along those lines. Or some of you Geminis, this means that I no longer want to work for someone else and work 12 hours, 10 hours a day, for someone else. For instance, if you're in corporate, okay? And I really want to do something creative, something that's more me, something which I feel that some of you, I have this, already have some ideas that you haven't followed through. So I do see Geminis during this period kind of like starting to put a plan that you've had for a long time in motion, starting to work on building something, on creating something. This is around career and jobs right now. I also see that some of you might even leave work or, just overall make a big drastic change in your life to make room or a family or a new baby. Okay, so some of you Geminis, I do feel that the Saturn retrograde period is going to bring some beautiful, joyous, harmonious news about a baby in the family, whether it's yours, whether it's a grandchild, whether it's like a niece or a nephew or someone that you love. I see that. But I do see that a lot of you are going to prioritize family, friends, social life over working and overworking. Some of you, the rest of you, I do feel big changes in the work environment, at work, even in your finances. So yes, you will get some good news around your finances too, which I love. But I also do feel that there are going to be some expenses, big expenses coming up around August, September time That's what I'm hearing. So also a big purchase. Some of you might be buying a new home, or it could be getting out, like getting out a loan, or even applying for a mortgage for a new home. And all these I feel is going to happen end of August, September time. Let me just uh, pull an oracle card. What's the message for Gemini? Oh, thank you. Ooh, there's the Phoenix. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. And it really ties to what I said before about making room, or not prioritizing work as much as you did up until now, and prioritizing family time, just conceiving a baby, focusing on your partner or a family member or a parent as well. So, and this is actually really encouraging you. This period's really encouraging you to find a balance when it comes to work life. There is no work life balance at the moment for a lot of you watching this, dear Gemini. So this period is going to really show you that you need to find this balance. Otherwise, things are not going to go the direction that you want them to, and you're going to find a lot of roadblocks along the way. So as I said at the intro, it's easier to go with the flow instead of against it. Ride the wave, don't fear the wave, right? And that wave is going to take you places after Saturn goes direct. Cancers, let's look at you right now and see what this period, the Saturn being retrograde, brings for you. What does this mean? What does it bring for you? What does the energy feel like? I'll get to that in a minute. It's the Lovers card. Two more cards, please, for our Cancers. And let's see. ASMR. This one, Chariot, Lovers, Chariot. Wow. This period. Oh, Cancers. So there you go. Thank you. And the Wheel. So all three of them major arcana, by the way. So big, 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 big things are happening right now for you, or about to happen. Mostly around your relationships, okay? So I do feel some of you might be on the precipice of ending or leaving a relationship. This will happen in the next 2-3 months, all right? And some of you are making it official. You are in a relationship and you're now making it official by either getting engaged, moving in, or announcing it to the world, or making a public Instagram, Facebook, TikTok post about it. So I do see these big changes around mostly your love life, mostly your um, emotional world as well. But that also means that this period is going to be, I just dropped my card. It's back. Okay. This wheel brings these big changes around your emotional world, right? So whether it is again moving away from a relationship, or embracing and taking the leap with a new relationship, or whatever it is, these are huge. And Cancers, you are water signs, you're very connected to your emotions. So I do feel like a roller coaster is coming, even with the good news for those of you who, are solidifying your relationship. I do feel that there are certain changes that have to be made. For instance, if you've just agreed with your partner to move in together or get a home together, there may be some uh, let's say challenges around that. Not when you move in, when you're like the relationship, but I mean getting there, finding a home, moving out of yours. So I do see, so some issues and challenges there. So do exercise some patience in general, and do trust in divine timing as well. If the timing doesn't feel right, or you feel that things are happening, there's one thing after the other, then do not try to make this happen. Just step back, give it a little bit of time, allow for the energy to change, and then try again. Let's see, where's my oracle deck, because I want to see if we have any messages for our Cancers. Ooh, this one. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, crossing bridges. So the bridge it has to do with you. I feel it's all around relationships and not work so much. So it could also be that maybe you've fallen out with someone, and this is now the time where you can actually mend or rebuild that bridge, or burning bridges if it's a relationship or a friendship. When I mean relationship, it doesn't have to just be romantic. It could be a relationship with your boss, a relationship with a friend, with your neighbor, with anyone. Relationships are not just romantic. So it's about burning bridges, building bridges, and crossing bridges this period now. So be prepared, be emotionally prepared, you have that emotional ammunition, if you will, or the strength to just go through these big changes that are coming. This is for our Lions. Our Leos, it's your turn. So let's see. Let's have a look. So this mini reading is for Leo. Please. Okay, these three cards jumped up. So I have Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, a lot of sixes. So 6 in numerology is about restructuring as well. All right. So 5 is just changing, or just like getting rid of old foundations or things that no longer serve us. And 6 is rebuilding. And then I have the 6 of Pentacles here and the 6 of Cups. I do feel this is a period of rebuilding and helping family or friends or people that are close to you and you're very much connected. I see that's where the focus is, even helping them financially, whether it's financial, psychological, emotional support that you're going to give them. But I do see that Leos, this is a period where you're acting more of a support for people. Look, this King of Pentacles here as well. And even financially, I feel that, so here's what I'm hearing from my guides. So if you've invested your money, whether it is real estate, Bitcoins, or stocks or the stock market, do not do anything. Do not panic if you see fluctuations, let's say in the stock market or in the property market. Stay put. That's what I'm hearing. It just came through, right? Just stay put. Do not panic. Do not take your money out. Do not reinvest. Do not, just stay put. I don't know. This must be for someone specific who is watching this right now, because I feel this is very specific. It feels like a warning almost for a Leo watching this. Anyways, for the rest of you though, I do see a lot of coins. So I do see some changes around your income or streams of income as well. Not in a negative way, but there are going to be changes that you will have to readjust to this change. All right, around your finances too. Also, changes in the dynamic of the family, even the kids. The focus is also, for some of Leos watching this, the focus is also going to be on kids. I feel some of you could be that kids are changing school, or they're finishing school, going to college, some kind of like big change that will need your attention, and will need also for you to be more practical, more hands-on about this situation, and even your finances and all these changes that are coming. Leos do tend to kind of sit back and like wait and see and observe, and then you're like, okay, this, and then when you make a decision, you usually, it's more spontaneous decision. Um, in this case, I do see you're going to be busy. So just so you know, you're going to be busy either putting out fires, helping, supporting, and guiding loved ones, and focusing on maybe a family member or specifically children, your children or niece, nephew, or godchildren, helping them through something, some kind of big change or challenge that they're going through. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you now, Leos. What's the message here? Okay, hold on. Let me reshuffle really quickly. All right. Okay, Matt, thank you. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. So they say, so Spirit says, take action with passion. And you should and you will. You'll have to. As I said, it's not, you won't have the luxury to kind of stand back and see where this is going to take you or it's going to work itself out. It's more so you having to take action and you having to really guide and take people's hand or someone's hand and lead them or really be by their side, literally, for every single step along the way. So it's not only your own personal challenges, issues that you'll have to deal with, but you're also will be needed by loved ones as well. All right, Virgos, let's see what we got here for our Virgo risings. Okay, we have a Hermit. I'm not surprised. Every time I read Hermit, every time I read Virgo, it's usually it's like, this is your card, Virgos. Well, me too. I'm a rising, so. And you would think that a Hermit would be more associated to Scorpio, but that's not how it works with my deck and the way I read. Oh, okay. And then one more card, please. Thank you. Interesting. A period of introspection. This is the Hermit card. There you go. A period of introspection, being more antisocial as well, not being like your usual social self. I feel this is more stepping back. It feels more, some of you, it feels that for summer, if it's somewhere where you live in the Northern Hemisphere, then I do feel like going on a retreat or just going somewhere on a holiday where it's quiet and you can find your peace and your balance. Energetically, I do feel that you Virgos need to regroup, right? Recenter, regroup, find your balance and inner peace as well. On the other hand, though, I do see this. So if your relationship has been struggling, if it's been on the rocks, if you're very unsure where it's going, it feels positive to me. It feels like if you are honest and you have a open channel of communication with your partner, you can definitely work through some of these issues and iron out some kinks in the relationship. So actually, it's quite a hopeful period for your relationship right now. So you can really focus on your partner, on your relationship, on how to improve the situation. And I do see for some of you, you're going to be very, very successful at it, successful at mending your relationship, or even having the self-awareness to understand what it is that you maybe need to work on. It's because a lot of times we project to our partners our issues, and it's much easier for us to project and blame someone else for issues than look inside, work with ourselves, and make some big, impactful changes. So I do see, though, that these energies, Saturn, the master of karma, the teacher, the great teacher of the Zodiac, is going to teach you how to do that, how to communicate better, and how to iron out those kinks. Because your relationship, dear Virgo, is not dead yet. It's not done yet. All right. So work at it. Next few months, the energies are really going to help you through all that. I know it's not easy. And the Hermit here just shows that it's also mostly this, sort of retreating from the world. It's also because you'll be focusing on your relationship. Okay, let's see what message comes through from Spirit for our Virgos. Ooh, thank you. Ooh. Energy, impasse, reflect and redirect your energy, which is redirecting your energy is in this case your relationship. And instead of kind of like blaming or again projecting, blaming and passing on responsibility to your partner, it's more so about reflecting, self reflection, and redirecting your energy to create something positive and not negative. We do tend to do that as human beings. And really, when we're unhappy, we whinge, we whine, we fight, we say things hurtful, etc. Because that's our way to release tension or to express ourselves. It's wrong. Of course, it's wrong because we do hurt people through that. So, what Spirit is saying here is, by reflecting and redirecting your energy onto something which is healthier for you, it's going to help you, and as a result, it's going to help your relationship with your partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. Okay, Libra, now is your turn. Let's have a look and see what the next few months are bringing for you. What's the energy like? Thank you. Oh, we got two here. Okay, two cards. I need one more, please. One more card, please. Ooh, there you go. All right, let's see there. 10 of Wands. Oh dear. So, a period of release. You're carrying way too much. You're overburdened, Libras, overburdened with emotion, responsibilities, financial issues, just you name it. You need to release. You need to let go. You have a hard time letting go. So now Saturn is saying, well, I'm going to take away and I'm going to make you let go of all of the stuff that you've been carrying and working on and worrying about that just don't serve you. They just, they don't do anything for you. The Emperor strategy, be strategic, have a plan A, a plan B. Make sure that you're prepared for these changes that are coming, because yes, there are changes coming and they will affect you psychologically and emotionally, because that's what Saturn does. Again, he's not the big bad wolf. He's not. He's just the very, very stern guardian, okay, who cares for us. He wants the best for us, but he gives us tough love and he's very, very stern. And Libras, you don't go by the rules. You just don't generally, you just like to be very free spirited, share the love, receive the love, all of the good stuff, all of the beautiful stuff that comes with your ruler who's Venus. All right. But right now, it's just too much. So you have to change, rethink, restructure, change things in your life right now. Okay. You haven't, you need to, in order for you to move forward, to move to this next chapter in your life, you need to regroup and reassess and start getting rid of things. It's just like when you're in a hot air balloon, if you want to go higher, you have to get rid of those sandbags. So start getting rid of sandbags. You'll have to. Saturn will do it for you. So it's best if you do it before Saturn really pushes you to do it. Right? Emotionally as well, I feel regrouping that. I do feel that some of you have been through some kind of heartbreak, Libras, or recently went through some kind of heartbreak and you're still trying to figure things out, find yourself, reconnect to your emotions and not feel as hurt or as bitter, if you will. And pardon me for using that word, but I do sense that with some of you. So it's not about the bitterness, is not, it's done. Okay. Make room for something new and something beautiful and something right for you. We evolve as human beings. We change, we grow, right? We do not like or we do not connect or we do not, we're not attracted to the same things that we did 5, 10 years ago, 1 year ago, even. So we always need to be aware, have more self-awareness of who we are at the moment, what it is that we want, what it is that we need to improve our life, to become better people, a better person. And in order for you to take the right action to do that, to get there. All right. So this is what's going to be happening for you from now, or it's already started for some of you, until the beginning of November. But let's pull an oracle card and see what the message is here from. Oh, this one just literally jumped out. Staying focused, hold the course, staying focused. Stay focused on you, not stay focused on the problem, on the relationship, on the job, on this is staying focused on you and your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. Where is it that you want to be? Where do you want to be in the next year or two in your life? Who do you want to be? So stay focused on the things that really, really matter for you and start taking action, dear Libra. All right, Scorpios, it's your turn. Let's have a look. Let's see. Does this for Scorpios, please? This one flipped. Oh, okay. Wow, Scorpios. I just want one more card and then I'll get to it. I need one more card from, there it is. All right. So I pulled the Tower card. Don't freak out, okay? The Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I see a big challenge coming along. Something huge. Saturn is coming in very forcefully. All right, his energy, I mean. And I do see a big unexpected change coming along, all right? Or a big something that you're not ready for. That's why it's unexpected with this Tower. And I don't want to freak you out, okay? This again, take it as you will. Take it as it resonates. It won't resonate for everyone. This is a general reading, but overall the energy is that this is going to be a tough period for Scorpios, unfortunately. But here it is. Scorpios taking out their swords. Where is it? Sword, and really doing something about this. All right. Just because the house burned down doesn't mean that you can't rebuild on that lot a new house. It doesn't mean that that's the end. It means that it gives you an opportunity to restart. And it feels to me that this is going to be a period of restarting. And I also have the Nine of Pentacles here. 10 is the completion card, where something comes to completion. 9 means that you're about to get to the point where you will have to restart, and you need to start figuring it now and have a plan set up for that, and be prepared for something major that's coming along, something major and unexpected. Listen, again, Saturn gives us tough love. You know, he's not Jupiter. He's not Mercury. Mars is really going to show you where you've messed up and what you need to mend, what do you need to rebuild. Scorpio, it seems that this is going to be a very tense period for you, tense next few months. If you're watching this video now, at least start preparing, be ready for any change that might come along for you, whether it's work. If you feel that work is not going anywhere, just giving you an example, okay? So if you feel that unhappy or you feel that your boss is treating you somewhat differently lately, or you're picking up that something's a bit off, that means that something huge is coming when it comes to your work, right? To your job. So be ready. Be ready. Whether it is talking to a headhunter, getting your CV ready, whether it is that you want to be proactive and go have a chat, or, set up a meeting with your boss, your supervisor about it, and ask them for an evaluation, for instance. There's things that you can do that can make this transition a lot smoother. I won't stop repeating myself in this video. I said it in the intro, I've said it during the other readings that I've done for the previous zodiacs. This is all about restructuring, realigning, and reassessing this period. So it's not here to hurt us. Saturn retrograde is not about hurting us, or because he's karma, right? And everyone thinks of karma and they're like, oh my God. Yeah, but there's a reason why karma. Karma is the past bad deeds or things that you didn't work on or that you swept under the rug. And now you just cannot, turn a blind eye, and you will have to face it. You will have to face it in a more abrupt way. That's what that means. So this just means that if you're ready, if you're prepared, it will be a lot smoother for you. All right. And the transition will be a lot smoother, and the other side is going to happen, or you're going to reach the other side much faster. So don't panic. You got this. At the end of this retrograde period, we will all feel relieved. Bruised, battered, yes, but relieved, because things will be a lot more smooth sailing afterwards for all of us. All right, let me just pull an oracle card for message. What's the overall message here? Thank you. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Your light is shining brightly, and don't forget that, during this period, you have the power, you have the strength, you can absolutely change how much this is going to impact you, this period. You've got this, and you are a light that's shining, and you're a Scorpio. You're extremely intuitive. Use your intuition to your advantage. Listen to it. Even if it's just whispering, listen to it, and everything will be just fine. All right, Sagittarius, let's get to it. It's your turn. Here we are. I'm going to pull 3 cards. And Sagittarius, you've been a little bit naughty, or there's something that you've been hiding. And it feels to me that you will no longer want to hide. So 10 of Cups, this is the completion of a relationship, or this is, again, maybe taking a relationship to the next level. But I also feel that you've been hiding, or you've not been forthright about something. And it feels more, and when I mean relationship, it could be friendship, it could be relationship, it could be just any type of relationship, not just romantic. Okay. So I do feel that is going to come out. So things that you've been keeping away from someone or everyone, it's coming out. coming out. Secrets are not going to stay hidden. Nine of Cups. But as scary as that may sound, all right, Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups is the wish card. Remember, for me, it's one of the most positive and very magical cards in tarot, because Nine of Cups, it means that your wish is going to come true. So for whatever reason, if you Sag is acting a little bit shady and sort of like, you know, not shady, but I want to say being so secretive, I feel it was done to protect a loved one or loved ones. But in the end, I feel that Saturn is going to say, hey, you've been living with guilt, you've been carrying this, you haven't been honest to people, but at the end of the day, things are not as bad as you think. Okay. So whatever it is that you're hiding, okay, and it's going to come out, people are going to be a lot more accepting. Your people are going to be a lot more understanding and accepting of that now. So yes, it will come out, but it's not coming out to harm you. It's coming out to show you and to prove to you that you can't, you can't hide things forever, and B, that Saturn has a lot more power over us than we think. All right, because Saturn is gonna say, hey, I don't like that behavior. I'm gonna shed light to that. I'm gonna expose that, and I'm gonna prove to you that you shouldn't be doing that. Because at the end of the day, if you'd been a little bit more honest, things would have worked out a lot sooner for you. I hope that makes sense, because this is what that's coming through. Specific to someone who's going to watch this video, could also be coming out to your parents about your sexual orientation, something that you've been hiding from them, and maybe your secret comes out, but in the end, you see that your parents take it a lot better. They're a lot more accepting of you. It could be not communicating to a partner, husband, spouse, whatever, about maybe the desire or the will to start your own business, or to stop working, or to make some kind of change, or maybe you want to move country, you want to move home. So something along those lines. It could even be that there was infidelity and you were hiding it from your partner. No judgment here, but I'm just saying, whatever it is, it's coming out. It's coming out. So brace yourself and be ready for it. But in the end, you'll see it's not that bad. It's not coming out to destroy you. It's coming out to help you. Let's pull Oracle card for message. There's a passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Exactly. Trust there's a divine plan with all of this that I just mentioned, all right? That this is all happening to help you, to teach you a lesson, if you will. It's a divine plan that this is for you to learn from this. And next time, to be more brave regarding mistakes that you've made, or brave about decisions that you've taken, and goals that you want to reach. All right, Capricorns, it's your turn. Let's have a look and see what this Saturn retrograde period brings for you. What does the energy feel like? Let's have a look. Okay, Capricorn, please. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So I have the Nine of Swords. I have the Ace of Wands. And I have the Justice. Oh, definitely something that you're worrying about and you have been worrying for the last year. So whether it's finances, taxes, a business, a relationship, a friendship, a parent, all of that stress, all right, is coming to an end. It's coming to an end because something major is changing, something is changing around that, okay? And it's bringing you a lot. I feel a lot more motivation and will and energy to move forward and to either solve that or get rid of whatever it is that is causing this stress and this anxiety and these sleepless nights. You may even justice. It could be even, I feel for some of you Capricorns, it could be a legal dispute or issue that is coming to an end as well, or it could be that you need, because Capricorns, you just have a hard time balancing work life. All right. So it's more about finding a balance between work life and creating a better schedule routine for yourselves. So just, hitting the gym in the morning before you go to work or before you start work, eating a little bit healthier, cutting down on alcohol, quitting smoking, just overall, just making some changes, because those are also, they add to this anxiety when you don't feel well about yourself or when you don't give yourself time to do the things that make you happy, that produce serotonin, for instance, then you're in this dark hole constantly, and you have panic attacks and anxiety. So it has to come to an end at some point, and it's coming to an end very, very, very soon. But it's coming to an end to make room for something new. And I feel this is going to be the new you, Capricorns. This is about making drastic changes in your life, in your to your looks, all right, making these changes where you will find yourself reconnect to who you are, to your core at the end of the day, because all of that stress this last year, you're chasing your own tail, and it's exhausting. You're exhausted, so it's time for rest, time to regroup, and time to accept that, yeah, okay, it's not, when something doesn't work out and you need to get rid of it, for instance, or something has to end, even if you're not ready for it to end, it's helping you that you're not making that decision, so the universe is going to make that decision for you. It's how energy works. Okay. You cannot bring in new energy, or you cannot connect to new energy, fresh energy, if you are stuck in old, stale, murky energy. And that's how it feels with you, Capricorns. And it does feel like, again, some of you could be like an illegal issue. And for some of you, it feels like it's this work life balance, which could even affect your relationship, your partnerships, your relationship to your family, your parents, your kids. So this is something that you'll have to, you'll be looking into, you'll be focusing on, you'll be feeling during this period for sure. So get ready for that. Now, for those of you who have a legal issue, so if you are in court, or if this sort of like a divorce, or it could be a dispute of some kind, I do feel that this is going to turn out good for you. So I do see a positive outcome for you, Capricorns. But the whole process might be tedious, maybe even painful, maybe even costly. And I'm talking about specifically about this legal issue that I'm feeling and seeing for some of you. But let's pull oracle cards for you. See what the message is here. Here we go. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. Believe in the magic that you don't need to be keeping yourself busy all the time, that you can actually stop, smell the the flowers, enjoy the moonlight. Just overall, just slow down and believe in magic. Believe that if you slow down, things will still move. Things will still happen around you. You're not the ringleader here with everything that's going on. And it does feel that you take on a lot of responsibility because that's your nature, Capricorns. But during the summer, during this period, you need to step back a little bit and just allow for things to happen and to settle around you. You don't need to be constantly on it and stressing and worrying and being such fatalists that sometimes you are. So this is the message here. Journey by the moonlight. Aquarius. Now it's your turn. Finally. I feel like Aquas and Pisces are always the most, we because I'm an Aqua, we're always the most impatient because we're always last. But not least. All right, for Aquas. Tell me, what are you going to show me? All right, I had two. I'm going to reshuffle because those were the exact same cards as Capricorn, so I need to reshuffle. Just a pro tip. If you keep getting the same cards, do a good reshuffle of the cards. So Aqua, thank you. See, this time it worked. What have we got? Yeah, the focus, the attention is going to be on kids, on your kids, Aquariuses. So this is what Saturn is bringing. More so whether it's issues with a child or children, or focusing on a child's needs, or realizing that maybe your child is going through something and finally they feel comfortable enough, let's say, to share whatever it is they're going through, regardless of how old they are. All right, the focus is going to be and the energy is going to go to the children here. And I have the sun, specifically if it is a son, if you have a son. All right. And I do feel that it's more so reassessing, reevaluating your own parenting skills, Aquarius. This is what I'm getting. This is more so maybe having to maybe even get help with a counselor or something to understand how to communicate better or how to parent your child better. No, children, every child is different, okay? So are parents, personality, the way they parent, children's needs are different. Every child's need is different. So this is more understanding your child's needs, your child on a deeper level in order for you to parent and be a better parent and come closer to your child. This is what I'm feeling. This is what Saturn is going to be focusing most during this period. So there's going to be a lot around the family and especially the children, and understanding and realizing your own strengths and weaknesses as a parent and working on those in order to help your child or your children and your family. So that's what I'm seeing here with all of you. Again, this is a general reading. Take it as you will. Take it as it resonates. I will also pull an oracle card, a message from the guides. Let me see what else I'm seeing here about children. Even their health, I'm getting, it could also be, it's not just behavioral, psychological. It could also be health challenges, health issues around a child that may need a lot more of your attention. What's the message here? There you go. Release control. Aquas, we do tend to feel like we have control. And mind you, Saturn and Uranus do rule Aquarius. So this is going to be very much a wake-up call for a lot of Aquariuses, okay? Surrendering the journey, releasing control, wake-up call about that you cannot have control of everything, and sometimes you just have to adapt to the changes, and you yourself, us Aquariuses, have ourselves have to make some drastic changes on our mindset, on our reactions to be less reactionary, and even on being more open to listening to other people's needs and wants, and trying to find a better way to come closer to the people that mean the most to us Aquariuses. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for the next few months, three months. And finally, we get to our Pisces, our beautiful romantic fish, Pisces. And let's see what the energy is going to feel like, what the focus is going to be on during this period. Trying to figure things out. So I've had 2 cards now, and I need one more before there you go. Yeah, Pisces. I see more. Here's the thing. Some of you are kind of stuck in the past, and some of you are too focused on the future. So there is a middle ground here that you need to find. So I do feel that some Pisces are really stuck to things that happened in the past and dwell on them. And but I does feel that some of you watching this are quite unhealed. So you need to start working on healing from whatever it's holding you back in the past. And some others are more focused on the future, not really living in the present moment, more focusing on what the next steps are going to be, what the future is going to look like. But then you are not really, it feels to me that you're not grounded enough at this moment, Pisces. So Saturn is going to be really grounding you and saying, hello, you need to be in the present. You know, you need focus on now, focus on what's happening around you now, even with the kids as well. So I do feel that letting go, this is more about this fear or this insecurity when it comes to your children and what they're doing or how they're acting or what they're, requesting from you. So, but in order for you to be able to deal with all of those things, you need to be in the present moment and to ground yourself. And I do feel that Saturn is going to give you a little bit of a rude awakening. And when I mean a rude awakening, it's almost like, like I feel that there are going to be not big things or big events happening, but I feel every day there's going to be something that you will be dealing with, or a person or people that you'll be dealing with that will really be more so bursting your bubble, giving you a rude awakening and telling you, hey, here it is. Here's where you're at. This is where you're going. Are you happy? Is this what you want? Is this what's making you happy? It's more so understanding your own needs and what makes you happy with all these little bumps along the way for the next few months is what I feel. And again, with your kids too. They're the ones that are going to, shake things up for you and say, hey, mom, dad, I need a little bit more freedom, or I need you to understand me a little bit better, or, you're not doing well right now. And I feel it and I see it. And that's why I'm acting up as a child. So as a parent, I need you to step up. But let's pull an oracle card, like a message. Ooh, this one just, I don't know if you saw it. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Simplify your life by staying in the present. not worrying about the future and not being stuck in the past. This is about simplifying, getting rid of the past, getting rid of hurt that you've been carrying for so. Why are you carrying hurt? Why are you carrying disappointment? It's not helping you. Have you done anything to change all that? Have you changed as a person? If the answer is no, then why are we still dwelling on that? Move on. Move on and see how you can work on you and how you can grow from this. How what you have learned from this. Granted, most water signs are the most traumatized, in quotes, meaning that most water signs, because they're so in touch with their emotions, that also carry a lot of karma. Not all of the signs can carry karma, but more so the water signs, because you're very much you're water. You're connected to water, and also water is a good conductor of energy, of electricity and energy. So you're a sponge. So you have to learn how to release all that in order for you to feel lighter and for your life to improve as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed those mini readings of the 12 zodiac signs. Now, at least you know what to expect during this period, the Saturn retrograde period. It's not doom and gloom. Whatever happens, it's there to teach you something, and take it, learn from it, and grow from it. That's the key here. And also, be flexible. Be flexible. Don't be so stuck in your own way. Be flexible and ride that wave. You'll see before you know it, this will be over and you will have a lot of new, fresh opportunities coming your way. Before we go, don't forget to like this video. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can go ahead and do that on my website, which is here down below. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Till next time. Bye.